Heyo! Welcome back to another episode of Carvers and Creators, a demonstration and discussion with sculptors, carvers, and multi-talented artists from around the world. If you're a fan of the show and you like what we do, give us a like and a follow in the comment section, and let us know where you're watching from. Love that one. That one's always a big fun. Plus,
yeah, please tell
good
us.
Times. All right, let's meet the artists, shall we? First, this guy above me right here is an amazing, talented artist from Tucson, Arizona. It's Mr. Matt Harper.
Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Good to be here. Good to see you, Paul.
Good to be seen, Matt. My name is Paul Dever. I'm an artist and sculptor from Boston, Massachusetts. And returning, the big return, one of my favorite guests of all time. He's an artist and sculptor out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Please welcome the great Clete Shields.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate having me back.
Oh,
we've been trying to get you back for years. You just keep blowing us off, you know?
yeah, every time. Just hard no.
I mean, if you're going to say it, it's fine. That's true.
No, it's great to have you back, man. We've been staring at your work for hours and hours and wondering why I do it at all. Really. I mean, half this stuff looks like paintings to me. Seriously.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, we got so many pictures to show you, and in fact, we can kind of reminisce on some of these stuff from before. But yeah, we have lots and lots to talk about tonight. And we have one other nice little special thing is Clete's jumping in on the wheel with us tonight, so we get to actually watch his progress. And anyway, we're all excited. So
yeah, so most of the episode will just be focused on Clete and the two of us like this.
We'll just zoom in on Clete the whole time.
We just look. And every photo starts with, wow.
What?
That's amazing. All right, Clete, well, welcome back to the show. Obviously, you know the itinerary and the things that we like to do. We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to have a toast, and we're going to get into your stuff. But first, we have to reminisce on what the wheel decided that would really give us anxiety last time. So last week was a sour zombie. Of all the choices, of all the things.
No, I'm getting nervous.
Yes,
yeah.
Paul, I really like that guy. Yeah, the shape really lends perfectly to it.
Not my favorite, but it was a tough one. It was I mean, they don't have the articulation in the face usually as a zombie, and there's usually the cheeks. There's usually it's already emaciated and sucked in, and so usually they're missing some flesh. So he's a new zombie.
We have the separation between the nasal bone and the cartilage there, showing some composition.
That was literally the only thing about that was a zombie.
Oh, hey, Paul, here's the thing. When you get bit from the very beginning, you don't just automatically lose your skin. This guy's new. He just got bit.
He dehydrated real fast, like Clete said, around the nose, though.
That's right.
He's very sour about it.
Yeah, he ate a lemon accidentally, and he's learning. Something like that. I mean, that's the story.
Now, Matt, this is in my top 5.
Oh,
maybe top 3.
Stop
this is clean. That's a
and I did the same thing, Paul. I made a sour face first, and then I went, "Oh shit, he has to be a zombie." Okay, so I took some skin here and here. I was like, "Damn it!"
That's the beauty of a zombie, right? A zombie, you just make them dead after the fact.
That's right. They're all alive.
Even the hair's cool as hell. I love it. The expression, the wrinkles around the nose and the eyes, it's all pursed together perfectly.
Thank you. It was a really fun one. I ended up liking this the more I went into it, but at the beginning I was just horrified. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do for a sour face? But anyway, that's the first 90 minutes of anything that we carve, right? Is geez, what am I doing? Oh God, this isn't going to be live. Oh
yeah, why am I doing this? The life of an artist. Anyway. But, well, now that we've done that, Clete, let's reintroduce you to the third member of Carvers and Creators responsible for our carving challenge tonight. It's the wheel, the Hello Wheel, the Cine Spinner. It goes by many names, and we're going to spin it in just a second. All right, so for anybody watching at home that's new to this, we're going to spin this wheel twice, and that'll be what we carve tonight. So our choices are primate, ghoul, alien, zombie. Not going to go for zombie. Pirate, avian, thug, guest choice. So get ready, Clete. Beast and aquatic. Second spin will be sleepy, chipper, scared, surprised, tipsy, confused, jolly. Guest choice once again. Robust, and sour.
Oof.
What if it lands on sour zombie again?
Oh, and we just throw the wheel away.
I'm just going to copy what you guys did then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Are we ready?
Oh boy. Okay, let's do it.
It's like the wheels got a little bit more fluid there.
Ooh, it's on the middle. We got a respinner.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The wheel is certainly.
It's worse for the wear. It's gotten beat up over the years.
Was it? Who was it? Was it? It wasn't what Pat Sajak. No, that was.
Yeah, that's the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
We had two stops on the middle. That's never happened. Look at that.
Oh, that's a good sign or something, maybe.
All right, so it's a ghoul,
Cool.
which is pretty much a zombie. Jeez, Christmas. Is it a sour ghoul?
Ghoul is pretty much anything.
Yeah.
We can do a little bit open.
Yeah, look at, I called it.
Okay, Reese, we can't do sour.
We can't do sour again.
Okay, yeah.
All right, come on, that was last.
I might need a bigger wheel.
Yeah, we need more choices. Don't be sour again.
Chipper ghoul.
Chipper ghoul.
Clete, welcome to our world. Your face said it all. A chipper ghoul. What the hell?
Okay, he's somehow happy. Okay, I'll put it to the now it's committed to the chat, which is ridiculous. A happy chipper, not just happy, he's chipper. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chipper ghoul. Okay. We got folks jumping in. Hey, Johnny.
Chipper ghoul.
Yeah.
How does one? All right, I already got it. I figured it out.
Okay.
Totally didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm gonna just let my brain think for a second because we have so much of Clete's stuff to show. It's going to be, we'll just be overloaded with his stuff. Maybe we can somehow draw inspiration from all his incredible stuff. So
I know a way we get inspiration though.
I know. Where can we get inspiration, Paul?
A little carving oil will do the trick.
All right.
I think we should have our inspiration and do a toast and lube the joints and get the brain and the creativity working by.
Let's have you go first. You want to go first?
All right. I'm going to do this in honor of my buddy Casey. This is his favorite beer. This is Sip of Sunshine IPA. And it's a doozy. It's an 8%er. So if I mess up, blame that.
Yeah. It was the shoe. It was the booze. Yeah.
I mean, if it goes right, I'll take credit. But if it goes wrong, that's all.
We'll tip one to your friend Casey.
Yes, sure. Absolutely.
All right.
Who's up next?
We'll put Clete on the spot here. Are you having a little beverage with us tonight?
Sure.
Oh,
a spot of Guinness.
And a nice
actual Guinness cup.
Here's to you two guys for having me back.
Oh my God, what a treat! Okay, we got Guinness. All right, and then I decided I was going to get one of these. It's not like a seltzer. It's actually got gin in it, but it's a Finnish long drink. Have you seen those before?
Yes, I have seen those. They're delicious.
It's kind of like Fresca, but it has lots of alcohol in it. So, all right. I guess you can put alcohol in Fresca anyway, but yeah,
Hey, we don't do anything. So, well, cheers, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bad luck.
Yeah,
great to have you back.
Yeah, Clete. Here's to tonight's card. Let's have some fun.
Couple of sips, I'll be all set to cover. What is it?
Okay.
Chipper Ghoul.
Chipper Ghoul. That sounds like Chipper Gore.
Yeah, Chipper Gore. Yeah.
I was thinking Two-Line Crew. So.
Oh, nice.
We got let's see. Brian Dunn says hello. Excited to see your work. Met you at Jersey Fest. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Good to see you again.
That's cool. And then Johnny loves the Guinness glass. He's got one as well. So you better be drinking one, Johnny, if you're joining us. That's of course it's a prerequisite. Not that we want anyone to imbibe when they don't need to, but if they're in for it, why not? Something like that.
How the hell? It's a Chipper Ghoul.
I don't know. I can't even start. Let's just do this.
All right, let's just dive into Clete. Maybe he'll give us inspiration. His stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that. You got this guy right here too.
Oh, look at that.
Hang on. Let's take a
magnets.
I found these. I had done these years ago, and I was digging through the garage, and I found a little cachet of them. So funny you have those things up there.
Wow, that is a
Yeah.
good magnet too. That thing just smacked right back in place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I jumped ahead. All right, so the Paul and I before the show started chatting about the ability you have to get the caricature nailed, and not only that, the character and the kind of the essence of that being perfectly. I mean, so I'm gonna ask a specific question related to it, but like, did you when doing caricatures of these amazing sculptures do you start off with a caricature drawing? Do you I'm just trying to think about your process. Where do you start?
Yes, I always start with a drawing.
Okay.
And I try to just I do several drawings. I pick many reference photographs, as many as I can. I usually watch video first if possible, and then I'll various angles, profiles, 3/4 views, etc. And I'll do drawing after drawing after drawing, and and then I'll try to start at that point. I'll try to break it down and start designing it more. And so not so much about exaggeration, more emphasis, if that makes sense, and designing it as well. So there's relationship forms and lines and things like that. So yeah, long answer to your question.
No, that's a good answer actually, because that's a lot of work that goes into it. So I mean, I know it's probably not the same cookie cutter template every time, but from sketch to completion of sculpt, how long usually?
Days sometimes. I work on many things at a time, so it's hard to nail down the actual time. Amount of time.
Do you find that helps working on multiple things at the same time, sort of bouncing between projects to kind of keep you fresh and interested instead of the
Sometimes
one thing?
not actually.
Really?
I mean, the good aspect of it is that it gives you a fresh perspective because you're kind of hiding the piece from yourself, and that way you can look at it in the morning. Oh, okay, and it pops with what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
So that's why I do it. But sometimes I can do too many things at once, and it can get a little cumbersome. But I guess I like doing it that way. So.
Yeah, that's the process. I like that too. I've heard that from a lot of artists. They walk away from it, step away, get it with fresh eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. I've gone so far as to put bags over pieces.
Oh, so when you pick the bag off, it's like a new. You're looking at it for the first time. Oh, I love that. Okay, because Paul and I don't get one of the things we do. There's Joey. We got another pumpkin fanatic here as well. Yeah, I know, Chipper Ghoul. Good luck. But we have the refrigerator to kind of keep this relatively fresh for a day or two, or maybe even a week, depending on when we can get back to it. If it's a butternut, less time for a pumpkin, but when you do put fresh eyes on it, it does help a lot, especially if you're 2 hours into it and you just can't figure something out. You leave and come back, and that's such a big help. It seems like every time.
Oh yeah, you keep. I mean, what you guys are doing. I mean, you're carving, so there's. I mean, that decision you made, Matt, to have the skin coming off of the forehead, and you said you did that far into the piece. Yeah. I mean, that's just that sounds like something happened in the zone, really. I mean, that's and to have the wherewithal to not do the hair yet. I don't know. That's pretty awesome. But I always try to see if there's something more I can do. Okay, this seems okay. What if I did this? What if I pushed it here, or even reduce something and push it left or pull it back from that line to emphasize the character. All right, I'm gonna get some more Clete. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll jump to another amazing picture. This was
Mr. Trejo.
Ridiculous.
This is so good.
Just so ridiculous. But I see here obviously Danny Trejo, but when it comes to the way you have him really rough, I mean, which is perfect for Danny Trejo. I mean, the beatings he took in prison kind of show on the version you did. It's just it's amazing. But so lots and lots of reference, lots of videos, and seeing him and kind of getting to capture that. But I love the fact that you're doing kind of a caricature. Do you ever publish or show people your original drawings of these things, or is it that's just kind of for your reference?
Most of it's for my reference. You know, I used to draw more for show. I guess that's a polite way. Not polite, but now it's more scribbles. So sometimes things can be shown, but it'd be mostly, frankly, embarrassing to show a lot of the drawings I do these days. But my initial background is drawing.
Okay.
And I wanted to be an animator at Disney. I think I probably told you that last time, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, that actually, this Danny Trejo is about, I don't know, 3 feet tall.
Whoa.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that texture you spoke of, you know, those are hunks of clay about, you know, that big or even larger.
Oh wow.
And my approach to that piece was very different from most of my smaller pieces because it was more I guess impressionistic maybe, just applying clay to see what would happen when I did it. It was really fun to do it that way, but it kind of only works for him.
Let's say, yeah, you nailed the skin.
Yeah, maybe Edward James Olmos might be the only other guy.
No.
I'm trying to think of somebody like that. Maybe Seal, you know, somebody like that. Somebody's got skin issues or something. You know. Anyway. Don't sue me, Seal. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know? He probably isn't watching anyway. Now flipping to an absolute beautiful, like the movement you have in this one, and I just got to, you know, okay, I'm behind the scenes. I don't watch a shitload of movies, but when I do, it's usually on a plane somewhere. So this was a perfect plane movie. I watched Dune, the second Dune, and this to me is like you completely captured her. But the ability for you to get the angles and have it be that's the magic to me. I don't understand it. Like, right, Paul? I mean, like, all the things we're going to show have like the angles that are perfect. And I've tried to do it in sculpture on a squash, and I always miserably fail on getting those angles right.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's, you know, exactly who, like, I haven't seen Dune 2, but I have seen Silo, the show. And right off the bat, you're like, God, that's the actress from Silo, like instantly. In the way that you paint, I think we talked about this last time, you're colorblind, right?
I am.
And you paint like you make the sculpture look like a photograph, like with the hues and the different shadows, and it's unbelievable. It's so unique. If I did that on a squash, do you think I'd get in trouble? Could I maybe, would that help?
I think you should try.
I think I might have to.
I mean, what kind of paint could you put on that? I mean, I guess actually do a cast of it.
Oh, I scan them right now.
Paul, that's what you do. You scan it, you do a cast of it, then you paint it 15 different times. You figure out the one to work.
Dude, I do that with the regular ones now, and I'm only using like a couple of colors because pumpkins are orange, and I still I still mess them up. Yeah, it's so good. I'm so jealous, and such a awesome way of how you nail every single portrait. It's the perfect character. There's like, look at the tan. I wish we could blow this photo up, because if you see them up close, it's hilarious. It looks so good.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that movie. It was a labor of love. I had done little busts of those probably 20 years ago, and I thought they'd be better suited as little bas reliefs. Actually, like, here's one. This is what they actually look like.
Oh, those are awesome.
Oh, wow. So they're really just reliefs. They're
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So my buddy and I put that together to make the poster, and designed the wallpaper and the little ledge for the candles, and of course the javelina we put in there.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Yeah, the Gene Hackman, like I saw that picture a lot, around the time, because everyone was just, going off the deep end about, him passing away. But what a amazing. I mean, every one of them. You just name the character, and you got the character, but the actor. Anyway, never mind. I'll just.
Well, that was. You guys have heard of Al Hirschfeld, right?
What's that?
Al Hirschfeld. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah. Yeah, Al Hirschfeld.
Yeah, he's a huge inspiration, because he would do the same actor many times in different roles, and the caricature would look different every time, and it was also beautifully designed each time as well. So he put character before caricature, and he would use the actor like an instrument, like an actor would, for that part.
Wow.
And so that's where I saw that, years ago, and there's a documentary about it, and also the books. And
Did he do caricatures for Playboy?
no, that was I don't know who that was. Leroy Neiman did drawings, I think, for Playboy. He did stuff for the New Yorker, like a
New Yorker.
Broadway.
Yeah, New York. He did the covers, all the covers and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. Oh man, so good.
Yeah. We had the opportunity. Our little caricature at the beginning that you saw was from Mike Giblin, who's in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we were so honored to have him make something for us. But he has the ability, like you do, in 2D to capture that complete essence of all those crazy like actor the actor portrayed roles, like the Dumb and Dumber guys, but like in their character, which is just magical. But then to take it from that to this is just another crazy level.
Oh, who's that guy?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, did you find that difficult to do, like outside of your comfort zone, or was it just another caricature?
It's just a miserable subject. So yeah, it was.
Oh, it's
I see you made him look dashingly handsome. I don't know how you.
Did I? Okay, it looks more creepy in that angle. That's fine.
So no. I think we talked about this briefly, but what is your preferred clay? I think we talked about the wed clay and then monster. Is this guy out of wed clay, or what's this one?
Up here, I just put a different filter on it for the photograph.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, this bright red stuff. This is clean clay.
Yep.
Okay.
And they don't make it anymore. It's plasticine. So,
I actually have a case of it because somebody told me to use clean clay.
Yeah. What color is it, Paul?
White. I think it's white.
White. Okay.
I think so.
Sometimes like the gray clean clay and
Maybe it's gray. I don't know.
the natural, like this stuff here, it's almost more tacky than this red stuff. But I actually put some like playground sand into it years ago.
No.
Mashed it all together. It took forever to do it. So it has like a little grit to it. Almost feels like terracotta.
Really?
And that sand, it acts as a little bit of a barrier, so it's not as tacky. I mean, it still sticks to your hands and everything, but not like without the sand did.
Is it ultimately reusable over and over and over as infinitely?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have pieces that are 25 years old that use the
Wow.
same.
Wow.
Or, I'm sorry, like casts that are 25 years old.
Wow.
I wish I had a squash.
Why did they stop making it? Dumb question, maybe. They ran out of money.
I don't know. It was really cheap too. Mold makers would use it for building shims.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's like $1 a pound or something. I mean, it was crazy cheap.
That was what I was told to buy it for. Was exactly that.
Interesting.
So, well, if anybody's looking for it, I know it's a limited edition and it's not open.
Now it's $2 a pound at Paul's house.
Yeah, $2.50 inflation, my friend.
Yeah, tariffs.
Oh.
Throw that in there.
Little tribute to Frank Frenza.
Oh man, big influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
I'm
Frazetta
tickled you bring all this
comic
stuff up.
book genius. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm tickled you bringing up this recent stuff on Instagram. That's great. Yeah, that was about, I don't know, 12 inches tall maquette sketch. I didn't, I tore it down, so that's just in photograph.
Well, it exists here on the show too. All right.
There we go. Yeah.
Now it's permanent. Love it.
Oh yeah.
See, I love these. I'm a huge Wizard of Oz guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, these were a treat to work on. It's great illustrations.
Yeah, those are gorgeous representations of them too.
Yeah, this was the OG depictions of them, right? From the book, right? Is
Yes.
that right?
Denworth? Not Denworth.
Oh, I know it starts with a D. I'm thinking of the same thing. I can't think of the guys.
Oh, really. So sorry, I'm forgetting his name.
You guys know who wrote the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, Frank Baum, right?
Yeah, Baum, but I'm thinking of the guy who did the OG pictures. Hey, whatever, right? What do I know? The guy was 100 years before I was born. But
Matt, I'm pretty impressed that you just ripped that right off the top of your head. Who did the illustrations? It's pretty impressive.
It is really cool, and I think the way you again made your version of them is ridiculous. So these are like a couple inches tall, 3 inches tall. Thinking of the book behind it.
No, the size of a book.
6 inches or so.
Oh, 6 inches. Okay, all right. I haven't read a book in a while. I don't know how big books are. Are they really little, like a pamphlet? That's what I'm used to reading.
It looks like the size of an iPhone. Yeah, they die. And the paint, again, the paint work that you do is outstanding.
Well, thanks for saying that.
It makes it looks like the illustration is, you hit all the right colors in the right spots.
And this is a color blind cut, so you're already dealing with again, another level of what the hell when it comes to like you being able to figure out. So speaking of that, I think we talked about it last time a little bit, but what do you use for reference when you don't know the color that you're supposed to be painting? How do you pick something when it looks like a bunch of the same colors look the same to you, or is it different shades of the same color? Or okay. I'm curious because how the hell do you paint that well?
Reference
this
to my wife.
Oh, that's right. Your wife does that. That's right.
She tells you the colors are which.
Oh my gosh.
No, she's an artist too. I think obviously she must be an artist, right? Because
no, she'll say it's this color. I say no, it's not. And she says, yes, it is. I said no, that doesn't work. And I can't tell you how many times. Like what? That's a green shirt he's wearing. I mean, and it's still so upsetting. I've been dealing with this my whole life, but it's like no. I thought in my head, I took a wild guess that was brown, and I was certain it was brown. Nope, green.
Like a dark green though, because I still fight with my wife over is the gold black and is the dress black and gold or pink and blue, whatever the hell it is. And she sees it the opposite. And I'm like, I thought it was only guys that were colorblind because you're wrong. Like this dress is black and gold. I don't know. Did you see they got glasses that you could actually?
My buddy bought me a pair of those years ago. I was very excited.
But you're not wearing them right now. So
no, they just look like several layered tinted sunglasses,
Okay.
So I mean, they're supposed to work for red green, but they didn't work for me.
Boo.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that you're doing just fine. Look, everything is spot on.
Yeah, you keep using that color chart because it works.
Oh yeah.
I love how you can just get the exaggerated look. So perfect.
That's just from the drawings. That's from the animation.
I know.
That's the great thing about the Disney stuff. That they did 24 drawings per second of these characters, and you can hunt this stuff down. And you spoke of the angles and the lines, and a lot of that I learned from drawing from the Nine Old Men and the Disney stuff, because they knew how to juxtapose line and form, and I mean every drawing was a sculpture, and beautifully designed one at that. So that makes sense. I learned a lot doing these.
It makes a ton of sense. But to be able to pull it off, it's like saying if you gave somebody a basketball and you'd be like, now play like Michael Jordan, just watch some film of Jordan, and that just doesn't happen. So for you to be able to take reference of an animation cell and keep all the articulation that goes into that frame and bring it into a sculpture is super impressive.
Did you just compare me to Michael Jordan, Paul?
Pretty much. I was going to go with Tiger Woods, but
that's That's probably one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me.
Aw, don't worry. The night's still young. I'll find something better.
Or worse, I guess. Depending on that beer you're drinking, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh,
How's your chipper, guys? How are you guys working with chipper?
yeah. He's
All right, kind of.
Oh, Matt's going. Oh, he's going opposite.
I don't know what I'm doing. It's so blocky right now. I'm not even like my brain doesn't even work yet, but getting there.
Ooh, I know what to do for chipper. There we go.
Oh, damn it! He found it. He found it. He's the first to find it.
He found chipper.
I think I found a chipper.
Damn it! This guy's a little chipper. This picture. I love that OG Robin Hood so much, and I remember showing my kids when they were little. You know, and it's like I think that was made in the '60s. That original. This is. Am I? Maybe I'm not even right. Is this from Robin Hood, right? This is the king.
No, that's from The Great Mouse Detective.
Aha, but okay. There's
an excellent movie.
I was thinking of the king from Robin Hood, and that's a lion. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Equally cool. How's that?
This guy was voiced by Vincent Price.
Oh my gosh.
So
he was obviously cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great part. I mean, he's one of the best villains. I mean, definitely in the top 5 villains, I think. In Disney.
Oh, of all time. Yeah. We have memory techniques. I don't even know what that is, but thank you for joining. How's that?
What the heck? Was that a bot?
Can I get paid $1,000 a day? Really?
Yeah. You know what? I always answer yes to those. I always answer yes, and I haven't got my check yet. I hope.
I know. They asked for my social security number last time. I gave it to him.
Well, you got to. I mean, that's like what you. That's how you get.
That's
how
you
get
yeah.
paid.
As long as you give them the number.
Yeah. Routing number 2. I'm like, really? You need that?
You need the routing number? All right, you're the boss.
Yeah, I want to get paid. I love how there's a big spread on those. By the way, from it's always like you can get paid from $50 to $500 a week. You know?
Yeah.
How about the 500? I'll take the top.
Yeah, I'd rather that option.
Yeah, part time. You know. Yeah, there's so much stuff. So and you did do a bunch of stuff. I mean, like Disney's clearly your bag when it comes to like cool inspiration. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite character, a Disney character like that you just love?
Oh.
I mean, you love and sculpt, I guess, put it that way.
Yeah.
That's a good question, Matt, because there's a lot of them.
I know he's got so many,
No,
and they're always so like.
I mean, it's definitely in the Robin Hood group, I think.
Okay.
Those are, although they're also, I mean.
Yeah, because you love certain ones for certain reasons, and you don't have to pick a favorite.
Well, you know, which child of yours is your favorite?
Yeah. I don't think I have a favorite either, to be honest with you.
You know, he was pretty high on the list as Shere Khan from Jungle Book.
I was gonna go with Baloo, just because I love the voice.
But Shere Khan is just, I mean, the voice of George Sanders.
What, like that?
Is that a guy right here?
No, look at that. Well, you guys.
Well, Matt.
Yeah.
Sir.
Do you know? What do you know?
Well, you mentioned Shere Khan. There he is.
He did have a great voice.
He did, and just like the Jungle Book's a great movie too. I mean, I think Jungle Book and Robin Hood were cut from the same kind of. There had to be a lot of the same artists, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, because it looks like the same type of movie.
Yeah. A
Jungle
lot
Book's
of
good.
the stuff from Sleeping Beauty on up until The Rescuers was heavily influenced design-wise by a guy called Milt Kahl. And that Pinocchio animation sequence you showed a moment ago, that is actually, he drew that, very good version of it. And so I'm just kind of fleshing it out for fun.
Are you gonna sell those kind of as a series? Like,
I'm hoping to. If I ever get a chance to finish them, like they're right over here. I keep reworking them. So.
Whoa.
No, wow.
tried painting them and thought didn't like the finish, so I took that off.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll show real quick the sequence again. I love the literally frame. That's just and this is at his happiest when before he joins the bad kids and
yeah. Was it Foul Fellow is the guy's
the
name?
Gideon. Foul Fellow, the Lost Boys and all them. So cool. A favorite movie of mine, Princess Bride, had to be again, my girls to this day, we still can't help ourselves. Does anybody want a peanut? All of that's my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Those kind of things are ingrained in my. And then when you see the face like this, and
you can hear the voice.
You can hear him say, "Trust a Sicilian."
You fool!
You fool!
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. Yeah, exactly. It's
look at this.
So
far from view. There he is. And
there he is.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's so good.
He's already got the iocane powder in his cup.
he does. Let me say Socrates, so-and-so, morons.
Morons.
Inigo Montoya without his sword.
Oh, Inigo. Exactly. You looking for the six-figured man.
Yeah. Oh, actually, here. I mean, this is incomplete.
Oh boy, we get to see it.
Well, I
Behind the
struggled
scenes.
with Buttercup, but here's Wesley at least.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Oh, as he wishes. That's so great.
Yeah.
so
Oh
good.
my god, that form. You have the fluid movements of them so nailed. Crazy. Vicini. Yeah. I love it. God, what a great one.
Huh.
These
Yeah, and Paul mentioned this before. This could be a photo of I mean it is a photo, I guess, right? Of the sculpture, but it looks like it's
Right.
a drawing because it
make
has
it
that,
for a painting, yeah.
yeah, it's a painting. It's so blocked out color-wise so perfectly. And the light hits it just right. Anyway.
The sharp angles on everything, and yeah, like you said, but you paint in the shadows, don't you?
I do. I
Love that you do that.
like doing that.
It works. Whatever.
I've
Light
always
or no light.
thought Color by Numbers was looked really cool for some reason. I don't know why. So it's kind of fun that it's an extra level of expression, I guess you could put into the paint.
I agree.
Way to say it, and it works with the exaggeration too. I believe.
I think it,
You know, the sculpture itself, if it's exaggerated, is almost in a different realm, and so the paint should match that, or at least complement that.
I agree.
Do you sell kits that aren't painted?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I think I've seen them on your site. I mean, but I would struggle to have somebody. If I bought one of your unpainted ones, I'd be like, I'm going to send it right back to you and just. There's no way I'm going to get that. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah,
I
I remember
digress.
the last time being blown away by you saying that you painted in the shadows of it's stuff like if there's a hat and a shadow of the hat, you paint in the shadow. I think we were talking about the Jaws trio, and it took me a while to wrap my head around that you could actually do that, and it's so perfect. Like you said, it goes with the caricature. So yeah, right there you go. The shadows painted in. Like
the hat brim is painted in his eyes, right? Yeah. So cool.
Yeah. Well, he says it. Maddie says it like, yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
But it's that perfect frame of the film. Like I'm sure you captured just that frame, like that had that shadow on there, and then turned it into your. Anyway, love it. I love how beady eyes.
Dreyfus.
That's like so great.
Best movie.
Don't tell me.
Isn't it? Man,
That's the best. Ruined the ocean for me, but best movie.
didn't it though?
Yep. Oh God.
Yeah, Paul's deathly afraid of shark attacks, especially because that one happened on whatever that fake beach was in New Hampshire or something, or
No, it was on the Cape.
the Cape.
Amity Island.
That's right.
I think a fear of sharks is a perfectly reasonable fear to have.
I agree.
I like heights, and it's. I'm not saying you should let it paralyze you, but it's like this is just an animal that takes a bite out of you.
Like, put it this way: if I ran into a shark at the top of the Grand Canyon, I'd probably just have a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh, heights and sharks. Together.
Yes. Yeah.
That would be. That's like a scene from Sharknado 6, isn't it?
It is.
Exactly. Yeah. You could probably be in that, Paul.
No, I can't even watch it. It gives me anxiety. It's all my fears rolled into one. Look at this. It's so good.
One of the things I love from like Rodin and like anytime that they've done clay is the rough edges that you employ that could be refined. You clearly can do the refinement, but I love the roughness on some of your pieces that are just that it just speaks to the character as much as like the Danny Trejo, like that roughness and this like just to me are just as a part of the character as the sculpt. I don't know. Do you ever like go through them and think about like I'm gonna make this one more smooth, more rough than others?
Yes. Well, you mentioned the Trejo. I mean, Trejo is
he's ready for that.
He plays rough customers.
Yeah.
Right. Or Snickers sales people.
Right.
But this Disney character here, Georges Houtencourt, French is non-existent. But that was, these were all. If you look at the animation, the actual animations, they were using the Xerox method then, and so they were just Xerox the drawings onto the cells, and so you had all these extra pencil marks, the real hand of the animators. And you see it when you watch these movies, especially with this character dancing with the female lead in that, or the owner of the cats, and it's so vibrant. So the idea is to capture that with the rough texture of the clay. So just a long way of saying, just trying my best to copy the masters.
Yeah, their pencil becomes your roughness and clay. Their pencil.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it just looks like a unfinished sculpture. So
I love it. A little more in this one, yeah, and she certainly is a rough one.
Oh, so good.
All right, I don't want to ask, but I'd love to kind of maybe can we get a little progress shot, Clete? I mean,
Jesus, he's almost done.
Damn it!
I'm thinking of Butler. I'm thinking Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
Right. Oh, okay.
So I'm not looking at it there. Oof. See, I had this problem where my left eye always drops in my pieces. It's happened since time to bust these out.
Oh, yeah, I got them going too.
Oh God.
Whoa, where am I? I know. I started using my glasses as my extra tool instead of just these little tools. I ended up having to go. I just call it a tool. It's just an extra. It's just I'm not as sharp, so I need something that helps us. Anyway,
I think I'm still in denial a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's.
Clete, you and me both. I don't want to rely on them, but then I get to a point when you get to the detail, and I'm like, I am squinting. It's giving me a headache, and then I put on the glasses. It's like, wow, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's what I did.
When I got these, I put them on, or I years ago when I first got my first pair of readers, I put them on. I said, I can see my fingerprints again.
But the sad reality of it is, you start losing your fingerprints, and you're like, God, I got to bump this up, and then,
you forget that you have fingerprints. That's what happens until you put the glass on. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see. Yeah, you figure out how long you've been going without. So this one, and then the takeaway here. This one captures his face, but this captures that movement and that,
It's It's unbelievable.
the whole essence of him so well. Was this a fun one to sculpt?
Definitely, yeah. He was so much fun. I mean, the design, Tim Burton's designs are just right for it.
Yeah, totally.
The thin neck and just the kind of gothic sensibilities. It was a blast.
Yeah, it just looks like. I mean, it looks technically difficult, like from an outsider look.
Hair.
Getting the hair right, getting the scissors right, but it looks fun to me. I mean, I guess in a roundabout way, this looks really fun. I don't know if that's the right word. Paul, any other adjectives for me?
Yes. Chipper. Looks very chipper.
Oh, there you go.
Chipper Ghoul. That's okay. We're back to that. I guess I won't forget it. I often I'll have to go back, Clete. A lot of times we'll put this away because after this show we'll kind of want to be away from these for a few minutes and then come back. But I'll forget what the hell that we have to carve. But I'm not forgetting Chipper Ghoul. I don't have to go back and look at that one.
I think Tipper Gore.
Yeah.
Chipper Ghoul.
Yeah, you won't forget.
Those lines.
Look at this.
So
Another one that looks like a painting.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair. It really isn't.
It's just not. It's not fair. It's not
just
right.
fair. I wish my brain worked like that.
We touched on this boy already. Just that movement. I don't know, Clete, you're too damn good. Do I remember right? Did you get to give him one of these to Michael J. Fox?
No.
Why did I think that? I don't know.
Boy, Matt, it's been fun listening to you go down memory lane.
Especially the fact that I don't remember anything. Yeah,
but you're making up some really
my
good
head.
ones.
You gave him
all those gin seltzers he's drinking.
That's what it is.
I'm already finished it. That's what's happening. Okay.
Matt, surprise! This is an intervention. Clete and I have been talking about this.
What, my whole family's here? Oh,
Yeah. So good.
I love it.
I would love to give him one. Actually, I think I'm a big fan of Michael J. Fox. So
Yeah.
Who isn't, right?
I love that guy.
yeah.
Teen Wolf was one of my favorite movies ever.
I don't
For
think
real?
I've ever seen Teen Wolf.
I'm sorry, what?
I know, right? That just I don't know why. I'm a big werewolf fan. Not much
you don't like
fan for a while.
You said like the teen versions of werewolves. That's all.
Maybe
It was my age. Like Goonies was one of my favorites, and a Teen Wolf was another favorite. It's just that the time it spoke to me.
Yeah, that was a.
But 80s movies, 80s movies really some of them don't hold up, but even if they don't, I'm like, you don't understand. When I went to the theater, I sat and bought popcorn for $4 back then.
Yeah.
$4, right? Now it's like $24.
Yeah. Gamorrean Guard. I've tried to sculpt one of those faces in a pumpkin. It is not easy, especially it was just the face, but my God, that is so cool.
It's gorgeous. Now, how many of the molds do you still have for a lot of this stuff? Like all of them?
I think the Trejo mold is gone. Everything else you've shown, I still have.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow, you probably, well, luckily they're not all gigantic, but you probably have a full like warehouse of these or garage.
I had to dispose of a lot, though they're so old, but the Willie Nelson statue and the Caro statue, which was very, very heavy, and a lot of them. I mean, you guys have made molds. It's like, let's think of something that is incredibly difficult to do, super heavy, super awkward, takes up a ton of space, and is incredible. But the messiest thing you can do, and is extremely hard work.
Yeah.
And if you mess it up, it's gone.
Yeah, and this is the life we have chosen. It's like, okay.
Good point. But hey, the original Willie lives on, right? I mean, how long is that going to be?
Destroy that. That's
somebody spray painted it a little while back, actually.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Probably because the climate's changing or something fun like that.
Yeah.
That really drives the point home.
I'm sure they proved their point, whatever their point was.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Oh yeah. That's right.
Look how minimalistic that is, and you're like David Bowie.
Yeah, instantly.
instantly.
And that David Bowie.
And you know the movie. Yeah, like, boom.
So great.
It's still here too, I think. Yeah.
Clete, you should make like a board, like a trivia board game that's just pictures of your work, and people have to guess what it is. Like,
And they have 3 seconds.
yeah, they don't even need 3 seconds.
I have a memory.
Name that pop culture icon.
How about a spinning wheel?
Oh,
I know. Well, you know, maybe a little copyright infringement. I'm just saying.
you know what we should do, Paul?
I invented the wheel in case you know. The round wheel was invented by us.
Okay, yeah, I was worried about that.
Yeah, Vegas took our idea and made it into a bunch of
Yeah. We had it before craps.
That's
or whatever it's called, roulette. That's what it is.
Roulette and before craps. You know, for what it's worth. But I think what we should do, and this is like the most daunting thing I can think of, Paul, if we populated the wheel with Clete's characters. Oh God!
Trying to get me to quit sculpting?
That would suck. Because they'd be specific, right? You could just be like, never mind. I'm not even gonna continue that with that thought. That's too scary.
It's too big of a mountain to climb.
It is.
Come on.
Look at that.
I love it. That is another one that's just Jim's perfect. Oh my God.
And that's the Jim face right after Dwight says something. You know, like
right, he's about to look at the camera.
Yeah, he's about to turn to the camera and
okay, I gotta tell you, he was one of the most difficult caricatures I've ever tried to do.
Wow, so
Really?
there it is. We got one.
If you notice, I settled on the hair in later seasons because I could not get the flop mop he had.
Yeah, he had the flop over the ears, right?
I mean, I stopped working on it for a year.
oh my God.
Back to it, and it still gave me trouble. I just kept trying to simplify and leaning into the expression.
Yeah.
Was what ultimately worked. But again, that hair, because you can't get the eyebrows raised when they're hiding behind those bangs.
Oh, you're right.
It works on TV because it's moving, obviously. But yeah,
Wow. Stuff I don't even think about. But whatever it was, the struggle may have been real, but we can't tell. It's pretty damn. You nailed it. Yeah, and I literally like Paul. That looks like he's about to go on camera and like make fun of something that Dwight said or something.
Dwight.
That look so cool.
By the way, best syndicated show I think that ever existed at this point. You can look that in the Big Bang Theory. You can find if you're flipping around. No matter what, there's nothing on TV. You'll find an episode of The Office, or you'll find The Big Bang Theory, and both are pretty good. But The Office is probably the funniest show that there ever was.
It is remarkable how, and I have not watched it every season or every episode of it, but what I have seen is it is astounding how funny that show is.
Yeah,
I mean,
people forget that Will Ferrell was on a couple of seasons of that.
That's great.
James Spader was Robert California. I mean, what a
Correct.
He was great.
Robert California, what a freak! I love him.
My wife is a gigantic fan of The Office. She, in fact, persuaded me to do those pieces. So,
Oh, good.
she said, I'm not going to do any more colors for you until you do The Office character.
Yeah.
She had you over the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Fire's yellow, by the way.
And orange and mostly white, actually.
Oh shit, he knew. Damn it.
And hot. It's also hot.
It's also very
Like
hot.
in the first grade again, somebody's giving me, lying to me about colors. Paul's the kind of guy that would tear the labels off the crayons.
Yeah.
Say, here, Clete, paint
That is so mean, but yes, at the same time, that would be hilarious. If we were friends doing it, you don't do it to somebody that you don't know.
Our friendship started a bit adversarially, if you will.
I would be curious to see if you had no idea what any of the colors were. You probably have some idea now that your brain has learned them, but just to give you a full jumble and to see what it would look like, I bet that'd be really cool. Maybe. Yeah, you're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I thought about that, but it happens all the time anyway.
Oh.
When sometimes my wife's busy and she doesn't have quite. I'll just go ahead and do this myself. And having to repaint 12 quints.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I learned my lesson the hard way on that one.
Yeah. So it goes from being like this an abstract art piece to be like, okay, wait a minute, never mind. This is gonna.
Yeah, but Matt, I think you're onto something there though. That could be like a whole series.
He's got the series of I threw away the chart series.
My wife went away for the weekend series.
Yeah, I got no chart.
That is literally what happened. Actually, I had you going on. I'll just go ahead and do this.
I'll just get it
You know,
done. How bad could it be? You're like, are those prints?
put some blue in there. It's a cool color. Shadows are cool. Feels like the ocean. Nope. Feels like super cool.
Wrong blue. This is green. Paul, let's take a quick look at yours. And we hate to say we're running out of time a little bit. Ooh, all right.
I'm just blocking. This bell shape, I'm getting so fed up with.
Yeah, I
know why you flipped yours now.
Yeah,
but I'll what I've been doing is at the very end when I get blocked out is I'll take the knife on a specific angle, even if I kind of break through on the sides because we're only doing it for the photos, and I'll shape the jar at the end.
Yeah, so he's not all big fat jowls.
Just not all chip and glue.
Yeah.
What do you got going?
All right, I'll show you mine. I typically have like a camera in camera, but my rig broke. But so this is kind of where I am so far. So if we can kind of see it. So I've got kind of the bell on top like that.
Yeah.
So I can't figure out what to do with his nose. So I'm kind of focused on the expression of what his what is he? Giddy?
Chipper.
So he's kind of got that smirk kind of thing going on.
Yeah. You left a lot of material for the nose too, so that's good. But you're gonna get close to that bell. And
I'm thinking like a ghoul's got like the eyes that are almost like lower than his nose, like like he's got a ridge or something up there. So at least my ghoul made out of butternut does. So we'll see.
I know I'm like, what? Wait, ghouls actually have a look?
Well,
See, you had an idea in your head. That's why we do this.
It speaks.
Clete's actually making his he's using his clean clay to put his separator in. He's about to make the mold for it. He's
pretty much done. He's going to be this will be on the marketplace in about an hour. You guys keep
trying to keep up with you guys is all.
Yeah, right.
Spin this around in a second. Have to be something presentable.
Yeah. The beauty of this show is we can finish it later, and then we'll put it up, we'll present it, and say, all right, this is our final picture. The funny thing is, Clete, when we're done, we take a picture, and then these are done dead to us. Like Paul and I will be like, okay, he feeds it to the chickens. I throw it over the wall and have Alina's get it or something. But for me, it's like the pictures, everything. For you get to then create the mold and go, keep it forever. Is that daunting to you? Do you ever like, this one's gonna live with me forever, even if I don't like it, or do you just end up liking it?
It's I actually end up kind of being critical of stuff I've done in the past. Actually, usually, it's just difficult to. Well, let me stop here for a second. I actually don't mold most of what I sculpt.
Oh.
Because it's generally to get to achieve something else, like it's building through something.
Okay.
And again, I do a test. I'll sit them on the shelf for a while if it's a personal piece, and if it keeps my attention for a period of time, months, years, whatever, even something, then I'll mold it. Wow. But if not, then I'll take a picture of it, and that's fine. Did that answer your question? I kind of went off.
Yeah, it totally does, because I think the fact that these rot and go away, or what's the right word? Ethereal.
Ephemeral.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ephemeral.
Ethereal, yeah.
That's the word I'm thinking of. Ephemeral. Not a ghost, but short lasting or whatever it is. But yeah, because it's like a sandcastle or a piece of ice or whatever, it's going to go away. And so I think that for us, like I'm so critical of myself after a while. I think I'd have a hard time having what you have behind you, because I would look at it and go, oh crap, I could have done this, I could have done that, and like been hypercritical of it, and then I would start hating them. So the fact that it goes away, I think for me is a good thing.
Well, it's also freeing too, isn't it? I mean, if you're not thinking about the quote unquote end game of it, you're just there very much in the present moment, experiencing the sculpting and the creation of it. So if you're thinking about the finish line, that can be a hindrance.
Oh, it'll murder it takes all the creativity out of it. It's we don't talk about it as much as we used to, but the reason Matt and I do it is for the process. It's creating something out of nothing, right? And then in our case, luckily it goes away because, like Matt said, we would obsess over it. It's better to have it gone. Now with technology, we can scan them in either with your phone or a 3D scanner, and I have them in the catalog. And if I ever want to obsess on it, I'll open up a 3D sculpting program and go, oh shit, I don't know how to use this still, and then close it down and go on to the next one.
I never learned how to do ZBrush. Crap. Okay, well, next.
But it's still there when I need it.
I keep hearing how difficult working digitally is. Everyone I meet who started traditionally, it's very hard. Very steep learning curve, very difficult, which is not very encouraging.
Yeah.
I'd love to get my hand. I just haven't had the time, but I hope to eventually get my hands on some of that stuff, those programs or whatever you call it.
We had a kind of a master on, and if you ever want us to link you up with him, let me know, because
Ian, he's amazing.
He took what really looked really hard for us too, and like almost, oh wow, human beings can do this, and like so, and he's started as a sculptor too, so he clearly knows the physical medium, but now he's really gotten perfect at or really mastered the digital component of it. So
that's his title, isn't it? He's ZBrush Master. He's a ZBrush
he's a master. Okay. So
I'll take you up on that. I'll reach out to you guys whenever I get my stuff, or before actually.
You know who's another? You know who Mark Newman is?
Oh yeah,
Mark really took to ZBrush in the last couple years.
Yeah, and he clearly is a crazy, incredible sculptor. So he'd be another great asset for you. I mean, all we can do is pass it on. I certainly don't know even how to spell ZBrush, so you know. I think it was a Z.
There's a potato in there somewhere.
Good. There's a couple of numbers in there. I don't know, something.
Yeah.
All right, so I hate to say it because it pains me because this hour went by too fast. Let's take a quick look at your ghoul, and then we're gonna painfully and sadly sign off.
Okay.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Too fast.
Oh, so fast. Okay, I'm gonna zoom all the way in on this again.
A little wonk.
Beautiful.
Oh gosh, that is so cool.
Not sure how chipper he is. Well.
Oh, he'll be chipper. We're chipper that you joined us. How's that?
Yes, super chipper.
We'll be the chipper people.
Chipper's the wrong word. Ecstatic.
Yeah.
It's always great catching up with you, man. I mean, seriously, it's been too long, I feel like.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you having me back. It's been a blast.
How does an hour go by so fast? Paul, I mean, we always talk about it. Like, my God, I can't believe it's already over. Because we could probably spend another hour just looking through your catalog. So I would actually implore you to go to his Instagram right now and go check it out and just kind of weave your way through it. Where else can we find you, Clete? Is this kind of where you can find like your shop and everything else?
Yeah,
that's everything right there. You got it.
Yeah, and it's a fun. It's for me. It's I'm giddy when I do it. I go through all your stuff, and it's just like, Jesus. So that's what talent is. that's unbelievable. I love it.
You're kind.
You're a bright star in the sky for me when it comes to art. Like we didn't even get to touch on the Conan photo. I mean, look at that.
I know. It's so good. Yeah, the thing too, Paul. What I find, like the ones that I gravitate to when I'm stuck trying to figure out a form or an expression or something like that, Clete's probably top 3. I go to try to find like that crease or that something that I can steal from your catalog and just I pay homage in my own little way, but I love your stuff.
No, it's kind of you to say, and you guys are continue to do great work yourselves, and then congratulations on the show. And just really thrilled to be back.
All that stuff. And did you finish your beer? Is that the most? I think that's the most important part. Right?
Not really.
Oh, he was too busy.
Oh, he was two-hand sculpting. See, that's where we have you too. We can one hand because we're carving, and then if we don't have to hold our squash, we can just sippy sip as we go. It's one of the things. Well, this is where you can find us. We're on all the social media spots
Thing.
and, you know, the
Oh, look
things.
at all those. Yeah.
I don't know what they. I don't thumbnails. Is that what those are?
Sure.
I don't know. Whatever. We're on all of them, so go and check them out. Make sure you follow Clete as well. Well, it's been a blast hanging out with you again. I can't thank you enough. It was so exciting to know that we were going to get to have you back on. So we'll have to do it again, maybe around pumpkin carving season.
Give me time to practice.
How froggy are you feeling? I mean, we'll get a nice big pumpkin on that table.
Oh,
That'd be fun to watch. That'd be fun. I wouldn't carve. I would literally. This would just.
I think I just hang up my tools at that point. But you know,
I would look like my screen was frozen. I would just staring, and I'd be like, "Don't mind the fish. The fish move. The guy doesn't. I'm just watching Clete." But yeah, again, thank you again. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And that's another episode of Carvers and Creators. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Been a
Good night,
pleasure.
guys. Take care, guys.